one way or another... Yeah, no, actually, we could just hang out and get up to 10 purification. What are the ones that we are limited on? That's 100, which honestly still isn't going to take too long. Atmospheric water collector, I can build that now. Yes! Oh, right, I think we already knew that. It looks like I'll be able to get up to the T4 terraforming stuff. And I will be able to make the T3 ore extractor, which is going to be extremely nice. So I'll have to go grab some titanium and then an osmium rod. Well, I guess I'll go do that. Yeah, because how many of these? I have so many. There we go. Right? Yes. Okay, cool. So let's go back to the Fartlands. I think we only have three of these really good mining machines down. One for aluminum, one for titanium. One for aluminum, one for titanium. There we go. That should be good enough. Select the item to extract. Yeah, that's so nice. So one for aluminum, one for titanium, and one for iridium. Let's see. These are... Oh. I was wondering about that. Okay. So here's the problem that I'm looking at. We actually just have so much cobalt it's clogging everything else up. I should have looked into that. Okay, so we need uranium and explosive powder. We are just going to shred some of these things. We have no choice. And that's fine. I'll just put it here. You know what? I'm going to move it over a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to drive me mad. Yeah, there's unfortunately no good use for all this cobalt that we're sitting on. There we go. Yeah, so that's why we've been having at least some amount of storage issues. Because it's all cobalt all the time. I was wondering why that wasn't working. Let's see. Just discovered you a few minutes ago. I want to say I really enjoy your way of talking while streaming. It's very comforting. Hey. Yeah, people have said, people have been using me as sleep aid for years. And I'm honestly very fine with it. It's kind of flattering, actually. I repeat this story whenever anybody compliments my way of talking or my voice, but like I used to have a really high-pitched and kind of annoying voice. You can even hear bits of it, like if you go back to some of my earlier videos. And I think from just years of YouTubing, I've kind of like forcibly matured my vocal cords to the point where, yeah, I actually am a pretty good ASMR. Yeah, so if I wanted to, I could actually build a couple of these, each for a different resource, which wouldn't be bad. Been watching you since Tower of Guns, nothing wrong with your voice. Okay. It was just a major source of anxiety for me. Whoa, 13 Absols. Thank you for the 25 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Happy holidays. That is very kind of you. Let's grab all of these, because we're actually going to need the resources. But yeah, it was like one of the two things I ever got bullied for. One was just the fact that I was like the new kid in the school that I moved to, and that was it. And then the other one was because I had like a very high-pitched and slightly annoying voice. And so it's like anytime in any circumstance where somebody's like, yeah, you've got a great voice, I'm like, yes, validation. Thank you. Okay, so let's take a look at our super alloy. Oh, that's a bunch of super alloy, which is good. Can I make another one? No, that's fine. Okay. So, ooh. Because while we're here, actually, grab a super alloy. We should have at least one water collector just going. So we want to do magnesium, silicon, and iron. Because, yeah, one of these water cups just hanging out outside to give me a consistent supply of, like, regular water will be very helpful. It's not that fast, but it's enough. And eventually I can start, like, pumping fresh water and some other things that just... Okay. So, we want to grab... Really probably put a new door on that. From the outside, maybe. I would like to upgrade the aluminum. So it's only aluminum. I'd like to slowly get it to the point where we have enough for each of these. Okay, we've got that. We've got all of these. Let's figure out the rest of this. So I just need iridium rods. You know, I think the aluminum can wait. Or, hold up. I think before we do that, let's go back to Fart Home. Go back to this. Are these very low, but not lowest? Okay, good. As long as they're set to very low, I don't have to do anything. Because I want this thing. Let's see. Demand. Every basic resource. Except for maybe aluminum. Every one of these, like... 5 basic resources, not... There we go. Okay. So if we are completely full, we have no other place to put cobalt, or iron, or silicon, or magnesium. They will go here. This is because otherwise they clog up some of the drills and some of the other production things, and I just don't want to deal with them. And so what I want to do is have them go here and go straight to the shredder. Let's see. Guess your voice cracked twice then. I mean, yeah, kinda. Let's see. Or do you mean dropped, probably? Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Cobalt. Have we just not been demanding cobalt? Oh, no. Oh, that's the source of the ticking noise. We just got rid of a lot of cobalt, too. Oops. I should have checked that. I was just assuming I had a ton of cobalt for some reason. What is even going on? Is the super alloy rain. Which is nice, except for the fact that, like, often it doesn't drop anything. Yeah, you can see it, like, blips. It'll drop the occasional one. Thing is, I probably should not be outside because this can pummel me into submission, and that's not a good thing. Is this place supposed to be shaking this much? No, not really. Okay, let's grab 2 more titanium. Okay, and then plan our actions. So, option A, I could actually put down a mining machine for that, but I think we should get a mining machine for the... Each of the rarer resources, at the very least. So, a mining machine for osmium wouldn't be a bad move, because we currently don't have any osmium production whatsoever. Yeah, let's go do that real quick. Wonder if I can put it on the other side of this facility. I know the osmium mine's on the other side of it from where I currently am, but if it's got enough reach here, that's going to save me a little bit of trouble. And my drone's an amount of flying. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Nope. Yeah, so we'll have to go around. You know what I haven't done, actually? We should go down into the lower section of this. Oh, I haven't cleaned this ring out. Yeah, I should do that. Okay. There we go. I want you to be osmium and supply osmium. So I do actually have an amount of tungsten here, but I think I'm going to leave that. Okay, let's summon the elevator down. So I'm going to have to take it back up. Yeah, there's a whole mess of lockers down here that I did not actually do anything with. What do you require? I do not know what that is. Okay. That's probably good enough. Guess I could eat the space food. Put my car down, hop back in it. Drink some purified water. There's enough room for the osmium at the very least. And I think that's everything that is meaningful here. There's more, obviously, but... Ooh, that looks like a spot. Maybe, maybe not. I'll have to come back and investigate it at a later date. Main goal is, once again, mostly just focus on grabbing as much of the, like, surface level stuff that I need, then continuing on. Okay. Where did I put... Oh, I know where it is. We have a, toxicity status screen that I should look into at the very least. Poor drones don't know what to do. It's okay, I'll put you to work eventually. Right now, actually. Let's see. Move everything over except for the car. Okay, that's better. Did they end up ever moving all of the seeds? They did. We're going to need more of those. I see. That's why they weren't moving from here. This was a lower priority to get all the stuff out, probably. Well, how many super alloys am I sitting on? A lot, actually. So sure. I am running out of circuits, but circuits are kind of weird. I don't actually feel like I need to go too deep or far out of my way to, like, make circuits right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna have this be seeds too. Rather than thinking about anything specific, I'll just go for a smattering. Eventually we'll switch it so it's one specific type. Okay. I think... really doesn't want me to rotate the car around. I think... oh, damn. I'm a fool. Put the resources away that I need to make that mine. Ow. Guess I'll have to figure out more of these. But yeah, we should go get that tungsten mine down. I don't know how much we need tungsten for anything, but it seems like a good idea to get that mining facility built anyway. Did I loot these? I don't know if I looted this one. It's purified, but I don't remember going in them. Oh, no. I kind of vaguely remember going in here. And considering there's nothing left in any of them. Oh, here's something. Nope. Yeah, did loot all of this stuff. Hey, herb. Okay, we're good. I feel like the super sinister music stops working once the blue skies start and everything starts looking really nice around here. Might just be me though. Okay, do we just leave the car? Oh. We leave the car, or maybe I can actually put the tungsten mine right here. Let's give it a shot. It might be doable. There it is. Tungsten and supply. Okay, it does look like there's a whole mining facility here, but at least this way we have tungsten being supplied. Set this over and just set it to supply everything. Because at this point I don't need to worry about keeping anything on me. We just want to we just want to clear things out. Again, this is only 16. Oh, these are easy. I wonder if there's like a map thing that lets me track goop infestations. Because that actually would be kind of handy. Yeah, this is why I'm kind of like on electronics. I can just walk into a place and just find like a gazillion more. Open for super alloy rods, but I'll take what I can get. Okay, leave that there. Finish purifying this. Let's see. Haven't been finding a whole lot of secret places here. No, like, ice-filled crevasses, I'm noticing. Which I actually kind of appreciate. It makes for simpler times. Okay, where's the last of the goop? Oh, here it is. Okay. I'll keep the purified water on me. Well, do we bring the car back? You know what? I'm going to wait for this small armada of robots to come finish looting the car, and then I'll move. Really wish I could upgrade my drone's like overall storage space. That would actually be huge. You know, even just to the point where they're carrying 2 instead of just 1 would go so far. I don't know. Wish more games had like upgrade systems that, yeah, if you've got like an abundance of materials, you can just be like, hey, please just take all this. Or, you know, please take all these resources and give me small but meaningful incremental upgrades. Okay. Is that enough? A lot of them still. I think I'm going to befuddle my robots a little bit. They'll figure out where to go in a moment. I'm just going to park the car on the edge of this because I think we want to grab more. It looks to be a lot of stuff in here. Drink the water, drink the water. So the question here mostly boils down to, do I want to build a base? Do we want to just kind of rely on my robots to grab all of these things? And that's probably fine. Okay, so how much gunk do you got in here? 149. This is going to take some time and effort. And this is why I put that tungsten mine up high and not in here. Yeah, they're just going to be looting this car for all it's worth, which is everything that I'm hoping for. Because, yeah, I want them to be able to snag stuff. So that I can come back and grab... so I can come back and dump more things off and kind of rinse repeat a bunch. This is a place where I probably... Like, it's just far enough away, I think I would build a teleporter. If we have to go back to base for any reason, like running out of water at this point, I think I'll probably grab enough stuff for it. Even if it's just kind of a temp little thing. Oh, you know what? These, like, super toxified wrecks have kind of taken the place of the crashed spaceships, now that I'm thinking about it. I think I like them better. They're a little bit less claustrophobic. You know, I almost kind of wish this game had the equivalent of the, like, frigates from, No Man's Sky. The, like, a slightly bigger base on wheels that... I like the little buggy. I think it's great. I think it's really convenient and does a lot of what I need. It would be so nice if I could oh gosh. Well... it would be so nice if I could specifically add just some basic, like, amenities. Yeah, do we want to walk back? The problem is drive back? I think so. Because let's go grab enough materials that I can make a teleporter. Oh, well, we've got another blue chest here. I'll snag those too. There's a lot of blue chests in this area. Then I'll come back. It's such a short trip. You thought you could unload me? Foolish machines, I'm too fast for you. I wonder if I could, like, actually, stymie them. The question is, how fast are they? Because could I drive circles around this base and have them, like, perpetually trying to follow me and fail? Wabo goofing on my birthday. Hey, happy birthday. Okay, need some space food. We can drink some actual water elsewhere. Okay, let's grab that because I think it's imperative or integral to a teleporter. Yes. Need obsidian. Probably, but why? Why not? It's a video game. It's for fun. Don't tell me you've never, like, just randomly messed around with a game. I'm trying to think of examples of this. I've definitely done this before in another video game where I was just like, here's, like, kind of a semi-intelligent thing in a video game, you know. It's scripted reasonably well that it can handle, like, a decent amount of tomfoolery, but not enough for this. Let's mess around with it for a while. trying to think. Like, I've definitely done this before. A goofy one for me was just like when I was a kid, I would make a little, in Mega Man X, there's like an area where there's falling rocks. And for whatever reason, oh, I never got the last of the toxic goop here. Oops. Let's find that real quick. I think my inventory was full and I was just like, let's get out of here. Does that mean did I actually finish looting this whole thing? I did not. I looted this whole upper area. Okay, we have the storage crate here. And storage crate here. And no, we're out of inventory space already. This is why I want to have the teleporter car thing. Oy. Move that there, except for all of the teleporter bits. Gotta keep those in my inventory, otherwise the drones are just gonna steal it. This is really why I wish you could actually command your drones to... Yeah. Same, you can't deconstruct the actual rover itself. Okay, there's nothing up here, just a bit of iridium. Yeah. Okay. Might be more. Is this water clean? Oh, this is. Cool. So some of the water I don't have to worry about. Okay. They exclude them from grabbing. Can I do that? To my knowledge, there's no meaningful way to like exclude anything from being snagged. I cannot tell if this thing is... I think it is front wheel drive. But every once in a while it behaves like it's not. It almost kind of feels like it's one of those where it's actually neither. It just only moves... it only moves if, like, both or a sufficient amount of wheelage is on the ground. Which is an interesting choice. Feels like there should be something here, but... There's not? Strange. Oh, here we go. That's it. You can pick what you demand. Can you pick what's supplied? Oh, yeah. I mean, that is a good point. I could manually... Because, yeah, I've just been doing supply everything. I could. My problem with it is there's so many things to supply that it's kind of easier to just keep it in my backpack instead. No. You think you're going to catch up to me? Nope, 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 nope. I don't know. I know it's a drone. Still going to treat it like it's a dog or something. Okay, park the car just outside. That's too much silicon. We need more titanium and iron. There we go. That's a lot of cleaning to do. Yeah, no kidding. Maybe I should have built one of those mining chips. I'll remember to do that between. This has never mattered. Okay, I need more iron. They're giving me a hell of a lot of titanium. Minimal iron. One more. 2 more. Alright, there we go. Keep expecting to just hear a meteor coming down at me. Okay. We good enough? Oh, you know what? It was not. I guess honestly, maybe we go just a little step further. We need 3 iron. Let's make it a 2x2. There we go. Yeah, once again, music is just weirdly eerie. But hey. Alright, so we want to build a teleporter. Gonna be the mines. And I guess in retrospect, I probably should get enough iron that I can build some storage lockers here. In a bit. Okay, let's remember to actually start grabbing toxic spores. Now that I properly realize, yeah, I kind of need them. What I should probably also do is get beans. I should probably get enough general resources to build a couple of the like storage tanks nearby. No. And that one's empty. This one's not. Didn't really have much left in it. Okay, and that should give me enough. Maybe I can build a couple of storage containers in this base. Even though, yeah, maybe it is actually just easier for me to bring them all back manually. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably easier if I just do that. I wonder if you heard of Alchemy Factory. I think so, I've heard the name. It's not out yet though, right? Okay. Probably should have eaten. Oh, early access came out about 2 weeks ago. Yeesh. Well, I'll look into it. I will admit I've just been I've been kind of new gamed out recently. I think this happens towards the end of every year where I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I've hit my quota. I just want to focus on the games that like came out that I actually want to finish. But I should look into it all the same. You know, it's not fair to developers if I just like shut my doors and say I'm like, no. Yeah, most of the way I find out about games, or even like get access to games, is through my email inbox. And one of the problems that I've been running into is that I'm prolific enough that like everybody wants me to cover their game. And so I'm running into a problem where like everyone is sending me emails now. And I think this is just like a YouTube channel size thing that like, ow. The bigger your, that was such a fast drop. The bigger your channel is on YouTube, the more people are like just reaching out to you for any number of reasons. Almost in all cases, it's scams is the frustration. Not all of them. You know, I definitely do have some good outreach sent my way. a lot that is not. Okay, I think we might need to get some mutagen storage. Let's actually go up here, because I wasn't using this for anything. Let's do mutagen 1. There we go. That'll give us a little bit of space down there. Yeah, the problem is I'm hoarding a bunch of extremely valuable and useful resources. But I have no place to put any of them. Now we can make tungsten rods. I actually didn't realize I couldn't make them prior to this. That's fine. Let's see. But yeah, so I get, I don't know, somewhere between like 30 to 50 emails a day on like a normal day. On a really, like during a really busy time, like Next Fest or the fall, it's like twice as much. It's frustrating. And so, unfortunately, it's giving me a complex where like I actually get stressed out looking at it. And then if I don't look at my inbox, I get like 3 pages worth of emails that I cannot sort through in a reasonable amount of time. And so that stresses me out too. So I actually have just been kind of trying to avoid looking at my email inbox if I can manage to do so. Because I feel mentally unwell if I'm like trying to be on top of that thing. And mentally unwell not being on top of it, but at least I can kind of ignore it until I need to pay attention. My personal excuse is just the like, well, if it was a game I was looking for, I'll just find it in the inbox and just like search for it. But I think what I need to do is just make a second email address for people that I actually trust to not just sell my my email address to crypto scammers generally. So the crypto scammers are starting to get weirdly desperate feeling, at least as far as like I'm concerned. So I think it was yesterday I had somebody for like a Japanese NFT marketplace that was like, you know, we can't wait to like work with you. And I'm like, I have never agreed to anything. And also, ew, no, go away. You need a personal assistant. Yeah, I've only made enough money for that. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to warp home every single time rather than having anything stored here. Okay, so what are we sitting on that we have an insane amount of space food. I should probably do something about that. Okay. Is this still just going? Okay, not so much so. I guess what I should do is probably rocket engines, iron, silicon, super alloy. And then just like an unholy amount of iron and titanium so I can expand this base. Because yeah, I should finish building it out. There we go, that should be enough. We may also want to use some amount of our cobalt at some point, maybe. Oh. I guess I need how much more super alloy? 4 more. I should probably also make windows for this thing. It is a little bleak. Should I actually put a staircase in? What? Or not? There's literally nothing there. What? Oh. No. What? Maybe I just needed this. That's so weird. Yeah, do I actually want to rip those up and put a staircase in? I do and I don't. Just to put it, I'd put it here, actually. You're right smack dab in the center. I just need 2 aluminum. Because right now it's, like, the base is traversable, and it's not like the staircase is too much in the way. Oh. It would help if I actually had space for it. There we go. There we go. That way I'm not, like, wholly reliant on ladders. There we go. Yeah, it's nice having just a staircase. I'll probably wall off some of this stuff, though. Yeah, do we want to put interior walls? Interior windows? Nah. Here we go. Do I actually want to do... I don't know. That one's tough. Either way, it feels like I have a lot more space now, and we can always take the ladder up if we want to zip up quick. Let's get some random storage lockers down, like not any of the good ones, just a locker for the sake of locker. I think I'm going to have this one demand space food, because turns out we have a lot of space food. And I'm eating my beans instead. If I can find a space food. Nope. We might actually have to just eat space food. I'll have this one hoover up water bottle. Water bottle. Okay. What's the other... What other things are we kind of clogged with? I haven't been paying too much attention. I just drop stuff off, man. Okay, you know what? I'm going to be silly. We're going to put the ladder right in here. Just make it easier to get back up again if I need to. If I can find the ladder. There it is. Here? Off to the side, slightly out of the way. Yeah, it's a good spot for it. Okay, what's sitting around in Jonas Fitzen that we don't have? You know what? We don't have much for quartz storage. I could do that. Because a lot of these are quartzes that are, like, actively inconvenient to get more of. Okay. We have methane cartridges, but that's fine and for later. Space food. Oh, we know. We have space food, but we're not able to store it. We do have tree bark. We have a lot of tree bark. Why do we have a lot of tree bark? I have no idea. I guess the game's giving it to me as though I can't just, like, barf it from trees. Okay, demand tree bark. Actually, you know what? Let's have this be the one that demands every tree seedling, because the only tree seedlings we're gonna have in storage are going to be the ones we kind of don't want. Okay, that'll make my life easier. Okay, so we have a silly amount of production multiplier fuses. Oh. Machines that generate items. Okay, on the list on the third row. Good to know. I can make the T2 machine optimizer. Okay, hold up. Does that mean we've passed? We have. We've passed 100 purification, actually, just a little bit ago. Hmm. I never got a storage down. You know what? This is fertilizer 1. I'm going to switch this to obsidian. Fertilizer we'll put elsewhere. Yeah, we never figured out what to put in that one either. Okay. I guess then we just need the explosive powder we were just looking at. And an iridium rod. Or not iridium, uranium. We seem to have a supply of. Not a huge one, but it's there. So, what do we production multiplier boost? The thing is, I can actually put that on my... I can put that here. It would potentially speed these things up a bunch. It's an option. It'd also make this faster, but I don't know. Let's grab another one of these fuses. Well, I guess we could do it anyway. Okay, let's go back to Fart Home for the time being. This is gonna tank my power for like 2 seconds, but that's fine. I just want to get one of the bigger ones down. There we go. And yeah, at some point I should build some more nuclear fusion generators because... Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, yeah. They're 5 times as effective. I could make nuclear reactors, but they're a pain. Okay. Does that mean that all of the obsidian here is being tagged and being brought home? Kind of. Okay, let's go back to the field. I am just completely ignoring actual terraformation process. I guess it's honestly, we're getting there. Not quickly, but like, we don't really need vegetation, to my knowledge. So sure, let's get one of these down. And give it some production fuses. Because what else am I using these things for? Okay, so is this affected? I have no idea. Hopefully these are. Production time 40 seconds. I take one of these out. Can I check? 47 seconds. So it does actually matter. The production fuses are great for boosting mines. Yeah, how am I doing on Super Alloy? I mean, we do have the really silly option of going to put one of these next to the Super Alloy production. Honestly, it's tempting. I think we do it. This is the wrong one. It's Fartlands. There we go. Is it cheaper to make them faster or make more of them? Technically, more of them. But it's kind of both. Okay, so what's the speed on this sucker? 75 seconds. Toss these two in. Yeah, it's down to 50. So that's a lot more Super Alloy. It's also completely full on Super Alloy. Good to know. Okay. Well, what else do we make while we're here? Plastic rods? Maybe not. Circuits? No, because we're not making bioplastic nuggets yet. I think part of the problem is this base is a little bit bigger than the last one, and so some of these are not actually just laid out like they were. I guess I'll just do explosive powder for a bit, because I know we need that. Okay. I think that's good enough. I don't think we need more. We certainly don't have enough fuses. So, next up. Autocrafter. Oh, that's something this can make, actually. Because what I should probably do is have an autocrafter for bioplastic going, and then eventually fertilizer and a couple other things, because we are going to need a consistent supply of both. Okay. Can I do plastic rod? Are we just out of toxins? What? Oh. That is not what I was expecting, to be honest. Other number of items extracted, 2. Oh, I see. 2 items extract. I see. That's why I can't take it. We have too many microplastics. Oh. Hey, Penta, how's it going? I mean, I guess we're just gonna go buy or grab a bunch of iron and make a bunch of microplastic storage. Feels strange to put it that way. Alright. I think it's just gonna be this room. Let's see, can I put it on this side? Yeah, there we go. Look, at some point we'll find some way of harvesting these things. The main thing is, it's not that they aren't a renewable resource. Calling microplastics a renewable resource feels like I'm committing a grave sin by even phrasing it that way, but hey. But I don't actually know how plentiful some of these resource types are in this game. And so, let's just demand microplastics. Let's set that to very low priority. Demand microplastics. Nope. Not that. Let's see. Microplastics. There we go. Currently becoming the Wolverine meme, staring longingly at build 42 of Zomboid, but haven't been done in again. Now that multiplayer has added a stable branch. Ooh. What's been changed? You can have chickens. Oh, okay. I like that. Alright. So that's... Ooh. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. So this is obviously hell, but That's a lot of storage, which is good. Okay, so hopefully this will go back to actually processing stuff. And therefore getting us toxins, which we need. Why not make the bigger ones? Because the bigger ones cost resources. I could. I don't know. Something about the locker walls look nicer. Something about this bothers me. I think it's mostly just because it's like... I have to look down to see what's in them. Which I realize is such a nothing. What? My brain is just like... But what if? Okay, so let's... Oh, damn. Okay, so let's make another one of those because we had something boosting food growing. And like that's actually pretty good. And I should have one of those running. So blacksmithing, forestry revamp, foraging revamp, overall audio revamp, character health revamp, zombie AI is better, basements and bunkers. Oh, okay. Now we've got 3 growth multiplier fuses that I might as well set up here. At least for now, until we can get like a proper outdoor farm going. Okay, growth speed. Pretty good. Hopefully faster. We might honestly want to get some more mushroom generators later. Yeah, so procedurally generated bunkers and points of interest in world creation makes every server unique. Ooh, so like micro dungeons. That was something I really liked about 7 Days to Die. Not that we actually found a whole lot of the really big bunkers in our playthrough, but it was always so satisfying, like finding one and just looting it for all it's worth.